neighbors being kidnapped, peaceful protesters being assaulted and murdered, our civil rights being stripped, resources to fight the climate crisis being cut.
Billie Eilish just accused the government of kidnapping Americans, and they fired back hard. The Department of Homeland Security publicly called her out by name, calling her statements garbage rhetoric. But she didn't back down. What she said at the MLK Jr. Awards on Saturday, it's the boldest move of her career, and it's about to get even messier. January 18th, 2026, the King Center in Atlanta. Billie Eilish, 24 years old, is accepting the MLK Jr. Beloved Community Award for Environmental Justice. This should be a celebratory moment. A Grammy winner, two-time Oscar winner, one of the biggest pop stars on the planet, being honored for her environmental work. But Billie Eilish doesn't do what's expected. She pulls out a small piece of paper and starts reading. And what comes next? It's a direct attack on President Trump's administration. "To be honest, I really don't feel deserving," she begins. "It's very strange to be celebrated for working toward environmental justice at a time where it feels less achievable than ever, given the state of our country and the world right now." Then she goes there. "We're seeing our neighbors being kidnapped, peaceful protesters being assaulted and murdered, our civil rights being stripped, resources to fight the climate crisis being cut." Stop. Rewind. Did she just say kidnapped? Yes, she did. And she's talking about Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, and Trump's mass deportation agenda. She continues, "It is very clear that protecting our planet and our communities are not a priority for this administration, and it's really hard to celebrate that when we no longer feel safe in our homes or in our streets." The room is silent. This is not your typical acceptance speech. This is a 24-year-old pop star calling out the federal government on live television. And here's the thing, this isn't the first time she's done this. Earlier this month, just weeks before this speech, Billie Eilish condemned ICE on Instagram. She reshared a series of stories, including one that called ICE a federally funded and supported terrorist group that is tearing apart families, terrorizing citizens, and murdering innocent people under Trump. She was specifically referencing the fatal shooting of Renee Good in Minnesota by an ICE officer. And the Department of Homeland Security? They didn't ignore it. DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin released a statement to Billboard calling Billie's comments garbage rhetoric. Read that again. The Department of Homeland Security, a federal agency, publicly called out a 24-year-old pop star by name and dismissed her statements as garbage. McLaughlin pointed to footage of the shooting, claiming it corroborates that the ICE officer was acting in self-defense. Most celebrities would back down after being attacked by the federal government. Most people would issue an apology or go silent. But Billie Eilish? She doubled down. She went to the MLK Jr. Awards and said it again, this time on an even bigger stage. This is what courage looks like. A young woman standing at a podium, knowing she's already been publicly slammed by Homeland Security and saying, "We're seeing our neighbors being kidnapped." She's not backing down, she's escalating. But here's what makes Billie's activism different from most celebrities. She's been doing this for years, and she puts her money where her mouth is. Billie has long used her platform for climate change awareness. She's incorporated environmental messages into her songs and music videos. She's donated proceeds from her concert tickets to a climate impact fund run by the Reverb nonprofit. And in October 2025, at the WSJ Magazine Innovators Awards, she went after billionaires directly. From the podium, she told the wealthy in attendance to help people that need it. She literally ordered billionaires to give your money away. And then what? She announced she would be donating $11.5 million to groups working on climate justice. $11.5 million from her own pocket. She's also openly insulted Trump and Elon Musk, two of the most powerful men in the world. Most celebrities talk about change. Billie Eilish funds it, and then calls out the government when they get in the way. At the MLK Jr. Awards, she acknowledged the weight of her platform. She said, "I have this platform, and I think it's my responsibility to use it, so I feel like I'm just doing what anyone in my position should be doing." She thanks her mom for raising her the way she did. "I wouldn't be doing any of this if it weren't for you, Mom." This is someone who was taught that privilege comes with responsibility, that having a voice means using it, that staying silent is complicity. So what happens now? Billie Eilish has publicly accused the Trump administration of kidnapping neighbors, assaulting and murdering peaceful protesters, stripping civil rights, cutting climate resources, and making healthcare a privilege for the wealthy. The Department of Homeland Security has already called her rhetoric garbage. Trump has been publicly insulted by her. Elon Musk has been called out. This is not going to quietly go away. But here's what I think is most important about this story. Billie Eilish is 24 years old. She's at the peak of her career. She has everything to lose by speaking out against the most powerful people in the country, and she's doing it anyway. She said at the awards, "We no longer feel safe in our homes or in our streets." That's not hyperbole to her. That's reality. And she's using her platform, her Grammy-winning, Oscar-winning, chart-topping platform, to say what millions of people are thinking but are too afraid to say. Whether you agree with her politics or not, you have to respect the courage it takes to stand up to the federal government when they've already attacked you publicly. She could have accepted her award, thanked her team, and walked off stage. Instead, she read from a piece of paper and told the truth as she sees it. That's activism. That's using your voice. That's doing what anyone in my position should be doing, as she put it. Billie Eilish versus the U.S. government. Round 2 has just begun, and something tells me she's not done fighting. What do you think? Is she brave or reckless? Should celebrities use their platforms this way? Let me know in the comments.